welcome to Admisify's live session. So this is Manushree, the counselor, and obviously most of you have already gone through my sessions and everything. So we are here together to welcome one of our alumni student, Atul Kumar Pandey. So he went to one of the most prestigious German public university, the TU9 University, TU Dresden. So Atul, a very warm welcome to the live session today. This is just a beginning. We are here to run up the live sessions for our students' comfortability. Atul, I would really request you to switch on your camera so that we can start off with the session.
Yeah. Is my video I am visible?
Yes, you're audible. You're clearly audible and you're visible as well. So hi Atul, how are you? I would request everyone to just mute themselves so that we can start with the, thank you everyone. So hi Atul, how are you? How's everything going on?
Yeah, hi ma'am, everything is going fine here. So as expected, it's adventurous here, like the studies, the surroundings, and many more things to explore here. So yeah, it's a kind of good thing to arrive.
Okay. So yeah, Atul, let's just start with the process. I wouldn't say it a process. Let's start with the session. I would really love you to just, introduce yourself to our students who are also dreaming, they are working hard, they're doing their application process and everything, waiting eagerly to just, receive the acceptance letter from the German Public University. So I would request you to introduce yourself and just, give a brief about your profile, like what you were doing in India, how you or what you are currently studying over there, what is the university you have went to, right?
Yeah. So good morning, everyone. My name is Atul Kumar Pandey. So I did my bachelor's in computer science engineering from D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, Pune. So I graduated in year 2021. So after that, I joined IT company, that is Vodafone Intelligence Services in Pune. So I worked there for 2 years. Basically, I gained experience in testing. So after that, I decided to move to Germany. So I applied to Admisify, and I applied for I collected all the documents and applied for that. So basically, I applied to 12 universities, out of which I got offer of 8 universities. So based on the preferences, I chose TU Dresden because of its ranking and also the course which I got. So yeah, currently now I'm in second semester of my course. So my course here is computational modeling and simulation, in which I have got visual computing track. So yeah.
Amazing. So yeah, Atul, could you please, just let them know in which intake you went through the university, like which was the intake? Because we all know there are two major intakes in Germany: the September and October intake, and again the March and the April intake. So which intake did you choose for your application?
I choose a September intake, and it's generally considerable. Like most of the universities in Germany, they just open their application in September intake, and many of the universities also open in March intake. So I at that time the APS process was slow, and all the documents were it was taking time. So it took me 1 year. I decided myself I will go to Germany, so I started the process in August. So in next September, I got the admissions.
Yeah, I remember that was a long time to wait, and we were panicking and lots of questions and doubts. So I just want to ask you, Atul, in that phase, when you keep on waiting, you will be receiving rejections. It is not an easy nut to crack to get into the German public university. So how did you prepare yourself with every rejection or maybe acceptance, or maybe delay in submitting of any documentation. So how you prepared yourself mentally, because this is one very important thing all the students might want to know, because Germany's application procedure is not like that of other countries' application procedure. What happens in UK, USA is quite different to that what happens in Germany, because we need to undertake a lot of things that basically is not required for other countries' application. So how you prepared yourself for that? Could you please, just give us a brief about that process?
Yeah, so like when you have that time, like when you are like waiting for the admits, so basically first you should like shortlist in which like the Admistify helped me. Like you should like shortlist the all the universities based on your preference. Then like you should apply on like they applied like Sandeep sir applied for me on every universities, and after that like I received the like I got the in March intake. Firstly, I applied in March intake. So in that, I got I only applied into one university, that is University of Trier, data science. So I got rejection into that. But the mistake, like which we overlooked, is like we didn't see correctly all the eligibility criteria. So after getting the rejection, when they like wrote what is the reason for rejection, so like we studied upon that, and then in the next intake we like checked everything correctly, like all what are the criterias, we like meeting those criterias. Then we applied on the universities, and yeah, like out of 12 I got into 8. So that is what like and for me like the TU Dresden was the first one to get some, like I got the first admit letter from TU Dresden. So like I got my first I received my first admit letter in June first week. So after that till like August I was getting the admit letters. Then after I got like 7 to 8, I like withdrawed all the other applications, because till then actually my preference was TU Dresden. Then also I waited like let me see how others are like doing that. So yeah, so basically, so within that time we should also utilize that time to learn German here, because German is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that is very important thing. Like talking about the language, like I will come like, topic wise, I will be talking about the things. But first I want to understand, like, Atul, this is a very big question for the students, specifically for the master's level students, like, after completion of their degree, how they should proceed ahead, like what are the requirements. So in your case, as per I remember, we were also running out of the IELTS band. We were quite speculating, like, your
Yeah.
IELTS band would match to the universities or not. So we were also reading all the universities' requirements based on your IELTS band. And do you like literally feel that, GRE or GMAT becomes a mandatory requirement in order to get admit from the public universities? How was it different in your case?
Like when we went through the like application, so we basically checked like there are two types of universities in like broad categorization, that is restricted and non-restricted. So basically in restricted universities, like they have some quotas for EU and non-EU. So basically in those universities they will basically 80 to 90% of the admits they will give to EU, and remaining to the other non-EUs. So in that case, like getting the admits is very rare. Like you have to fight in between very much applicants. So in if you are applying to those universities, then you should give GRE and GMATs, because that will make you stand out. But like if you are applying to a non-restricted universities, like TU Dresden is a non-restricted, and you will find many of the basically what I came to know, like if you are applying through Uni Assist, so in the Uni Assist, many of the universities are like they are non-restricted, and if they have a direct application, so they are in a category of restricted universities. So in the
Restricted,
direct
yes.
applications, so they give preference to EUs first, like they fill their seats from them, and they have less quota for the international students. So we have to keep
Yeah,
this in mind.
very
While,
true.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, how does it feels to get admitted to the, like, one of the most prestigious TU9 university? Because cracking and getting into like any of the TU9 university is not easy. Like you are a live example. You have been through the process. Our students currently they are going ahead with the process. So how does it feel? What is different? Because you have seen the educational sector in India. You have also worked in India. So you have a overall exposure to everything, the educational facility, the working culture. So how is it different in Germany? Like how does the university or the people there treats you? Is it the thing commonly we hear that we Indians maybe do not get the first preference as compared to the German people? Is it that much true, or you all are treated equally in the university campus?
So, like in the university, everyone is treated equally, and like there is an atmosphere in which everyone gets equal opportunity. But like while applying to like jobs in the university, yeah, the preference is given to German language. If you know the German language, then it's okay. But like yeah, most of them have English jobs, so they don't require. But like yeah, there are Fraunhofer's, like Fraunhofer's Institute in Germany, which are research-based and scientist-based institutes. So in Dresden, there are many Fraunhofers. So while applying to the interns or student jobs, so they don't require German that much. They only require the technical concepts which they are demanding for the jobs. And yeah, like getting a Fraunhofer job or in a university job is quite good for the future. Like if you can show the experience, like if you can add this experience in your resume or CV, it will be good. And yeah, like yeah, here we get a lot of facilities. Like you will be able to see good research labs, and the professors here are also doing, they are basically scientists. They are like they are doing their research, they are very much busy in their research. So if you are able to interact with them, you will be like getting so much knowledge of them from them. So yeah, it's a like good. If anyone wants to like get good knowledge, he should like definitely come to TU. TU is the best place like to have a research and know the good concepts. Yeah.
I understand. I totally get it. So, Atul, moving ahead with the language. So, I remember you did not had any prior, knowledge about the language. You were doing it by yourself while you were waiting for the acceptance letters. So, after landing into the country, did you really feel that if I could have known the German language better, my survival, tactics or my survival points would have been much better from what right now I am doing? Was it a negative point that you did not learn the language properly, or students can cope up after moving there? Is it much feasible for the students that they will be learning the language, or is it most importantly necessary to just learn the language and then move into the country? What is your opinion on that?
So like about my experience when I landed at Berlin, so because Berlin was like nearest to Dresden. So I like landed at 10 p.m. in the night because of some delays in the flights. So I landed at Berlin, and there was a Flixbus from Berlin to Dresden. So I had my luggage, that is 40 kgs luggage, which airline allowed me. So while like boarding the bus, so the drivers usually check those like tickets, and they generally check your luggage also. So like he was saying me like your luggage is overweight, so you will have to uh, give extra money. So like the problem here comes is like they don't know English, and they usually don't speak English. So I was having a problem like what he was saying to me, and was we were not able to have conversation. So like then with some like actions I could understand, like he was saying like your luggage is heavy and out of limit. So I told him like I am coming by airline, and you can see my tickets, like it's 40 kgs. Then also you can check. So they had their weight machine, they checked, but like these things were sorted by the some of the Germans were standing, they were also the passengers. So like they helped me because people here generally knows English, but at that time because there are some people like if you see some people who are not that much educated, like the drivers or the people working in some labor class, so like they don't know English that much. But like if you are going here to the offices, or like if you are going to the restaurants, yeah, English is fine everywhere. Like I went many places in Germany, so you will not find the problem of English anywhere. Everyone knows English, but like they will first try to make you speak German. Like they will not.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I
But like
understand. That happens, like, sometimes in India as well. Few parts, like, the southern parts of India, we majorly see that, like, the language barrier. But I don't think so, like, that the students, in a way, seekh hi jate hai. Even you guys, you will be eventually learning the language. So it's something about your will as well. Like, if you are interested, then definitely you can crack that particular point as well. So now moving ahead, Atul, tell me something about the university, like, around the university, how many places you have been to in Germany?
so, like the university, like the Dresden is near to Prague, and Dresden is
O-
also a historic place, like because it is said that during the World Wars, like this city was totally destroyed, so due to bombings. So till now, like some live bombs are like found every time. So yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Like after, before 3 to 4 months, like there was a live bomb found under the construction. So like they evacuated those places for diffusing that. So Dresden is famous for that, and it is also famous for other sites. So like yeah, and in the Dresden, like you will find most of the Indians, and in Dresden,
Okay.
like there are two gurdwaras and there are many Indian shops. So here you will not like feel like you are not in Germany. You are in Germany. Here you will get the like you are in India only, because everywhere you will find Indians. Right now I'm staying in a dorm in which I have all the roommates in from India only. So
Oh, amazing. I remember. So there was an incident. Remember, Atul, you were not being able to find the accommodation. Like, you were not being allotted with the dorms, and so you had to settle down maybe in an Airbnb or in an hotel. So could you please like, just bring some light to that incident? What happened? What actually happened with you?
no, actually, the problem was I got the this dorm because getting the dorms in Dresden is easy. Like you will get it because they generally don't allow people to stay after 2 years. They just remove those people. They have to stay outside. So people get the dorms easily here. But the thing was like I when I was coming, like my flight was at late night. So I was thinking whether I will be able to reach the to my dorm, and like I didn't know what type of reportings and what how will I get the keys. But through
Hmm.
the mail, like I got to know from my dorm master, like your keys will be kept in some locker. So like the great thing about here is like there's a Indian association in Dresden group here. So like these are from like 10 to 15 those who studied before 10 15 years, and those who are doing the jobs. So they are basically running that organization. So in which like they generally help those people who are coming new to here. So I registered to them, and I informed them that I have got this dorm, and so they basically allotted me a buddy. So he came to receive
Okay.
me from like Dresden bus stop. So from there, like I arrived at 1 p.m. in the night, sorry, 1 a.m. in the night. So at that time, if I would be alone, like I might have like felt something like where to go and what to do. But like there was a
Yeah,
buddy,
definitely. You might have lost. So yeah,
because
so I guess, like, these processes are quite convenient over the country, like,
yeah,
helping one another, like, just providing the rightful information to the international students. I see a lot of, like, happenings with my students as well. They just keep on saying that it's like very warm. The environment is very warm. But until and unless the students who are, like, approaching towards their application right now, they do not get that proper information information until and unless someone staying in that country give them a brief about. So right now also we have one more student for TU Dresden. He will be going in this September intake. I guess you already had a conversation with our student, right? So you will be having another Indian partner. And actually, I wanted to know one more thing, Atul, like talking about the accommodation itself. How did you apply? Like, how did you get into the dorm? Like, is it a university residential campus or is it a private accommodation?
No, actually, it's a university residential campus. So they basically have a website like student and work. Like they basically call this the authority who manages this. They call this as student and work. So like student and work manages all these things. So yeah, so when I registered to that Indian Association in Resident Group, so they from there some people told me like try to apply to that dorm as fast as possible. So like they gave me the link to apply. So it's available in every colleges as far as I know. Like in every colleges they have the dorms, and like student and work only manages in every like area. So like basically everyone needs to apply on student and work. They need to fill out the form and give the preference. So once the dorm will be allocated by the student and work, so they will ask to deposit the deposit amount of that dorm. And after coming here, you have to go and sign the agreements, and you will have to pay first rent. So this is the procedure.
Okay, amazing. So yeah, we are also running short of time. I will definitely continue the session, but I want anybody, if you have any question, you can just, ask Atul. He is here to guide you, but definitely we will have to wrap up the session in no time sooner. So I would request all the participants, whoever is available, you can put your questions, and you can also, this is, as I have already told in the beginning, this is just a starting point, how we are, taking up the processes. So we will come up with your questions every week. We will be having other students with us who can guide you. Atul is also, he's available, just a message and a call away. He's always there whenever I want him to, like, just ask something, because he's right now in that country. So I would request everyone, if you have any questions, you can put up your questions. You can just unmute yourself and you can ask the question, and we will make sure that it is being cleared at the time itself. Anyone, any question?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Atul. How are you?
Yeah, fine. Hi.
Yeah, actually, I have a question that right now, as per the economic situations, how's the Germany situation right now? Because have been so many articles and there have been so many news that the economy is not good at the moment, and right now they are also putting some like constraints on the immigrants coming from the other countries, and I think they have also done the permanent residency from 3 to 5 years. So
Yeah.
are they going to strict some rules for the students as well in the coming years, those have came from the other countries?
So basically, like first coming to the point of economy. So like you can see the economy is down in the whole world due to these wars and the tariffs which were like imposed by US. So we all know those news. So basically, it depends upon your sector in which you are going to work. Like in the IT industry, still they have jobs, and jobs are still there in the IT industry. And about the automobile, yeah, it's still like there is some they are facing some downwards in the economy. And yeah, so and we cannot predict like whether it will be good in the coming years or not. But like yeah, there is a slight downward trend in economy uh, in sectors of automobiles. So, and coming to your next question about the immigrants. So, like in the last year, like we got a news like in a Christmas market, like there basically there was a change of government in the last year. So the new government, like they had that they have had that manifestation, like they will remove the illegal immigrants. So basically, if you are having if you have sorry, is there anyone speaking?
Hi, Gurpratap. Can you please unmute your mute yourself? I guess it is muted. Yeah, Atul, you can continue.
Actually, I'm getting the voice of Tushar.
Is there anyone who has not unmuted themselves?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone is muted. Yes, Atul, you can continue.
So basically, they are removing the illegal immigrants. Like you all know, these are like connected with like Middle East. These are land connected countries with Middle East. So Middle East people from Middle East countries, they generally come illegally here and stay. So they are removing those. The second point was this: like we have no problems. Like we are getting so much facilities in compared to those who don't have a student visa. Like we are getting subsidies in everything. So once our student visa will be removed, then it will be like a problem for us, because we will get a lot, like we will be removed from a lot of subsidies. And the third question, like what was the third question?
Actually, you have covered everything, so there's no question left in this. So,
Yeah.
I have also one question that is it easy to find the internships within the course and after the course? Because I have seen that many of the Indian students are not getting the jobs after they're doing their masters or whatever, like bachelors. So they are still doing the internships. So, is it easy to get the internships in the German offices, or I think right now the market is down, so might be many of the students are doing just internships. So after that, you told that after your student life, everything, the cost will be double and you will not be getting the subsidies. So
Yeah.
isn't it tough to rely on like internships after the masters?
Like what people generally do here, like if you have the German skills, like if you are having B2C1 certificate, and like if you are having the skills, required skills, so like you will easily get the jobs. But like those who are struggling, as far as I know from my seniors, like if you are not having the German skills, then you will have to apply more and more to get the job. So basically, when I checked my universities, like alumni, they are basically working in Netherlands. Like we have option of like 24 countries, like I don't remember, but like we have a EU visa. So even like if you don't want like to face this German language problem, so we can go to other countries also. So like I checked my TU Dresden alumni, like most of them are working in Netherlands, in Amsterdam. So yeah, it like it depends upon the time.
Okay. Thank you. And does the university also provide some kind of networking sessions? Because, like, as we go from India and we have to establish a new network in German, and
Yeah,
and I came to know that Germans are quite strict and very point to point. Like we Indians do not talk. I think point to point. We uh, put the tail from somewhere else and put the head in somewhere else, and we are just like we should it. But
yeah.
I
Basically, when you will talk to a German, like they will not talk like something very unnecessary things. Like they will talk based on skills, like what are the skills you have, what are the hobbies you have. Like if you are able to like if you are able to interact with them in some interesting way, which tells them like you are giving your time in some skills and hobbies, then they will be definitely your friend. And like the thing yeah, like in the welcomes, if you will come at the right time in the university, so there will be many events till 1 month. Like they will take you to different activity, through different activities. First they will give you a information, introductory information, like session in the starting. Then they will also distribute some goodie bags which contains many of the necessary items for living here, and they will take you through different events in which you will interact with most of the international guys. So yeah, it's a like, but we should be able to like we should participate in those events to get benefit from that, because I saw many friends, like there was these events going on, but they were still in their dorm. So it also depends upon
Yeah,
us.
so the main point that Atul wants to say is that after you move away from India, it's all about how active and proactive you are, how many connections you can make, how you can approach. You can just go out in the crowd and talk to people. So that networking helps a lot in order to get the jobs. And I understand there's students who are there who have joined this session, and also a year ago Atul was also in that mindset that I want to do something, like I want to work there. I do not want to come back to India. I want to, settle down there. And whenever you make your entry to Germany, or whether it's any other European country, you have a Schengen visa where you can, work, or you can travel, you can just stay in 29 other countries. Any of you, if you have any questions, you can start just, noting down in the chat box, and we can make Atul go through the questions, and it will be comfortable for him also to
Yeah.
answer them. Yes, Atul, welcome back again. Yeah, the topic that we were understanding and we were going through was the networking, in order to build the networking, and in order to communicate with the people. So why, I just want to understand one more important thing, Atul, like you chose Germany and you were very much confident and sure about your decision. So why didn't you move ahead with any other countries, like, countries like Australia, or maybe the USA, Canada, UK? Because one in ago, most of the Indian students, they have that mindset. If you are going through computer science, or like, any STEM oriented program, you should move ahead to the US. So why were you not moving ahead to the USA, and you were like, very much confident to get into Germany? So what was that important point that made you make this decision?
Yeah, basically the things were the first point was like the Germany universities, if you're getting in public universities, the tuition fees is not there. And yeah, because in Germany there are well-renowned like research institute like Fraunhofer, as I was saying. And if you check the quality of education in Germany, if you're getting a degree from Germany, it is well recognized everywhere. And basically, after coming here, I came to know like one question which was asked to me, like if there is a market slowdown, if we are not getting job. So like what people generally do here, they don't complete their masters in 2 years. They generally extend it, because if they are knowing like the market is not good here, so what they do is they take semester breaks and they work on their skills or do internship jobs. And basically here we have to get 120 credits, so in which 30 credits are for thesis and 90 for the projects, seminars and the subjects. So here the main thing is that you have no compulsion on how much credits you have to earn in each subject in each semester. So like it's free up to you, like even if you want to give time to learn German in any of the semester, you can just take 2 to 3 subjects and work upon other skills. So like yeah, it's not compulsory here to complete a master's in 2 years. So that is a good thing, because basically when I came here, I got to know from seniors like everyone completes here master in 2.5 or 2 3 years. And when they choose a thesis, they generally do a good research on thesis project, because like they choose a thesis project so that that can be converted into full time. And yeah, so like thesis here also like the professors are not that much convenient here. They will not give you degree just like that, like back in India, like the difference which I saw in bachelor's and here in bachelor's, I used to write a lot. Like if you're writing a lot in a lengthy answers in for any questions, you are getting the marks there. But here, if when you will come to like Germany, you will have question papers in which they will not give you any booklet of answer sheet. They will give you question paper in which they will provide you some space, and they won't direct
नहीं
point
तो
to
सारे
point.
यूनिवर्सिटी का हमें जानना है ना, अगर हमें स्टूडेंट अपने कोर्स का नहीं मिले तो हम दूसरे उसका भी चूज कर सकते हैं.
Sorry.
Himanshu, please
Sorry,
mute.
sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
It's completely fine. No issues. Yeah, Atul, please continue.
So yeah, basically what people here do is they go depth into every subject or the subject which they like. Like for me, like I have the flexibility to choose from machine learning fields and from computer graphics field. So I can choose any subjects which I like, and I can take time to go deep into that, to understand those topics very well, which I didn't had in bachelor's. At the time of bachelor's, we were just reading the basic concepts. So but here, like if in the exams also, like if you will write anything, like if you will understand and write anything, they will not give you marks. They literally want that keywords and direct answers compared to the big length answers. So basically, after coming here, you will be surprised to see, like even for 3 marks, if you're writing one line directly to that, you will get full 3 marks. So yeah, that is the
Oh my
thing.
God.
Yeah.
Wow, that is something like, even I got to know for the very first time that I want to again, ask you this question, Atul. The thing that you have mentioned, right? That students here can extend their degree. Like they can make the degree of 2 years to go till 2.5 years. But what happens in other countries is that whenever a student extend their degree program, their impact results in the post-study work visa. If they do not complete their particular studies within 1 year, for example, in the UK, or within 2 years, for example, in the USA, you cannot, have the exact amount of post-study work visa which you were supposed to have if you would have completed your program within that designated time. So does it go, is it going to impact on your post-study work visa or on your stay back in the country? Is it going to happen or work like that?
No. Like recently, I saw one of my seniors. Like he completed his masters in 3.5 years because he was like some of the electronics fields are very much difficult here. Like here you will have to give time on yourself, like to understand everything, go deep into the topics. So like he took 3.5 years. Then also he got like 1.5 years visa for PSW. And like the second option which people are doing is when they see like if the market condition is not good, and now they have entered into thesis, they have to complete the masters, so they generally go for PhD. So the good thing about PhD here is if you go to PhD, you will be getting stipends every month. After after cutting the taxes, you will be getting 2,000 euros. So while you are in PhD, you can still apply to the jobs. And if you have got a job, you can just leave the PhD and you will get the master's degree.
Oh my God, amazing. That is
Yeah.
something like, quite exciting. So I guess now, like, students who are currently in this session, they will go crazy in order to move to Germany. So this is something like very, very exciting. Even I got to know this, a very new point about the masters and their like, setback into the PhD and everything. So that's, this is like something amazing. And we always keep saying, we always say students to continue with their studies first and then move ahead into the job market. So PhD is itself kind of a job, even if you are like, going ahead with a degree program, like getting a PhD or a doctor's degree, but then at the same time, you will be getting the stipend. So we will not delve into the sector of PhD because right now in this session, we want to understand your perspective as a student, how everything was. So we have two more questions. Okay. Atul, this question is for you from Sehaj. So, a big round of applause to Sehaj as well. She also got admitted to one of the prestigious public universities in Germany, Saarland. So she will be moving ahead with this September intake, and she is into the program of cybersecurity. So she has the question for you: how convenient is to get a job there without knowing the German language? So is it a compulsory
Like
thing?
if you are applying within the universities or the research institute, they generally don't want the German skills, because if you are applying to technical like IT jobs, so they don't want the German skills. But like if you are applying outside in the corporate companies, yeah, they mention like you require some German skills. But like I have seen some of my friends, like they are working in global foundries and Infineon. So basically, if you are not having a German skill, so you need to apply more and more. You need to apply more applications. So that hustle will be more, like you will have to apply more. But like here, the thing is that if you get an interview anyhow in any company, you will be definitely hired, because in that interview they don't check your knowledge that much. They will just say like you have to do these things. So if you are okay with that, like they will definitely hire you.
Okay, amazing, amazing. So one more question from Chirantan. He's also planning for his study plans in Germany. So he has asked you that okay, I just want to know the specific requirement needed for Atul's course during the admission. So this is regarding your course, okay? And also another question, like the marks or percentage or language skills or any other requirements. So the basic thing he wants to know, like compulsory requirement of GRE or GMAT, any other external examination. So, Atul, could you please brief us, few more new, students have joined us in this session. So, regarding your course, related to computer science or computational machine learning, so what were the requirements asked from the university?
So in my university for the masters, like we have three courses. One is CMS, in which I am like enrolled, and under the CMS we have like more than four tracks. Like I have visual computing, which is for computer science, and there is logical modeling, which is also for computer science. There is computational engineering, which is for mechanical, and like yeah, I want to say like please thoroughly read your courses, because I have seen some of my friends after coming here, like they did their bachelor's in like electronics and computer science, and they have just in the sake of going to Germany, they have taken the courses for mechanical. So after coming here, like if you will get stuck in that, it will be problem. So yeah, so I and the second one is like distributed system engineering, other than CMS. So it requires like 6.5 IELTS score or 7 IELTS score. So for that distributed system engineering, and of course you require a work experience, because work experience basically adds points for getting selected. Like you will get the admit through. And yeah, like here when I like talk to my friends, like they have done minimum of 6 to 8 months internship in India, so that is why they got admit to my university. And the third one is like the computer science, masters in computer science, which is a German course. So like in that you will need to have a B1 level or B2 level German to apply into that.
Okay, okay, okay. Understood. I hope, Chirantan, your question is being clear. Any more questions? Any more question that you want to ask? There are so many students with us here. I would request anyone, if you have any questions, you can definitely put up, because we do not want to keep Atul waiting. Or it's a Sunday. Everybody must have their own plans. So we do not want to keep him waiting in this session for longer. And in a way, this is just a beginning. We are coming up with sessions, such interactive sessions with our alumni students every month, and we will be trying to do that in every week possible. And we will be discussing few things related to scholarships. Why I am not initiating the topic of scholarship for Germany, because we all know Germany Germany provides a free education to the students. And for that reason, the niche availability of scholarship becomes really very rare. So, Atul, yes, coming up to the topic of budget, everyone must be excited to know about the budget, how you planned everything for yourself. Can you just give me a brief idea and let everyone know how you did that?
Like basically here for like the monthly expenses are for me is like 600 to 700 euros. So now is the time for visa extension for me. So basically I brought the blog account of 11,000. So if there will be semester fees also for somewhere around 300 euros. So within a year, like you will be able to save 3,000 to 4,000 from your blog account. So if you are getting us, like at my time, people were getting 6 month visa in the starting. So at that time they were thinking like they are unlucky, we are lucky, like we got 1 year visa. But after coming here, we saw that like those people who got 6 months visa, so they had to reapply for the extension of visa after 4 months or 5 months. So like they were having like more amounts in blog account. So till 4 months or 3 months, you will be just spending around 2 to 3,000 only. So you will be having lot in blog amount. So they will like visa authorities will easily extend your visa. So in my case, like they require like 5,000 euros in block account for extending for 1 year. And like if you want for 2 years, like you will have to show a full block account for the next year. Then you will get the like RP, that is residence permit for 2 years. So like the
Okay.
cost of living here is like 600 to 700 euros. So it's affordable, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a very important point, like, which you have spoken about, the RP, residential permit, and extending your visa. So, guys, please make sure whenever you are going, because you guys will be moving ahead, whether in this year or maybe in the upcoming intake. So, you need to be very sure about the block account money, even though you are spending it. At least try to maintain, as Atul have mentioned, maintain a balance of 5,000 to 6,000 euros in your block account, so that you can easily apply for your visa extension, so that another set of money needs not to be sent from your particular parents or sponsors, whoever it is. So again, we have another question, Atul. It's from Neha. So she has asked you, hi Atul, could you please share your part-time jobs at initial years? So Atul, were you like engaged in any kind of part-time jobs, or are you thinking about to do that in the no time sooner?
So in the second semester starting, so after I was finishing my first semester, so I had to do team project in the second semester. So like I applied to some of the professors who were working in the research institute. So I basically formed a team in which I was there, and two of my teammates were from a girl from Ukraine and a girl from China. So we basically teamed up and we applied to the professor. So he gave us a project for team project, and he we had to work for 10 hours in a week. So we were getting around 16 euros per hour. So yeah, I worked for 10 hours and was basically getting 550 euros around. So uh, this much I have worked, and for the next semester I'm going to apply for the university, in which I'm like targeting for 20 hours job. So
Okay.
basically we will see on that. Yeah.
Okay, amazing, amazing. I hope, Neha, that your doubt has been cleared. And one more thing I want to ask you, which is a very important, question in everyone's mind. So, see, you must be meeting students around you, or maybe, even outside of your university. So, I want to understand this thing, Atul. There are so many universities which are not public universities in Germany. For example, like, Frankfurt, and then BSB, Gizma, or Schiller University. So what is the difference? difference? Like, is there any kind of difference in educational facility over these universities, or is there any kind of advancements or advantages that you get being in the public university? Because you also know that moving ahead with your undergraduation program, no student can get into the German public universities directly. They need to complete 1 year of foundation program. So do you come across the students who are currently doing their studies from these private universities? So do they mention any kind of discomfort in the country?
Like they generally don't feel that discomfort, but as far as I know from like what I have heard, like the curriculum there is not that much strict, and for us
Okay.
like there is flexibility of subjects, like we can take any amount of subject in any semester, like but their curriculum is not that strict, like we have to give the direct as I said, we have to give direct answers to the questions, but the marking schemes are like strict here, but in the private universities that is not that much hard. So
Okay.
like it's easy in those universities as compared to the public universities.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you have got a public university admit, then definitely the acceptance rate of your visa is high. Like
Hmm.
you easily get acceptance of your visa.
Yeah, basically the Indian students do not face any issue in terms of visa because and particularly as you already know, Atul, how particular Sandeep sir is regarding applications and visa. So he will never keep that chance of any kind of visa rejection. Yes, but application rejection, I guess Sehaj can also contribute to that. We do receive a lot of rejections from the public universities. So keeping everything bulk in number always supports, like number of universities or maybe the time period of putting up the application. So that is also very important. But yeah, what I understood from your point of view is that public and private universities do not have that great differences. It's just a matter of the curriculum and the strictness towards your education. So how how would you conclude everything in a whole? Like, would you consider going to Germany as one of your best decision, or do you somewhere regret it? Like, you could have done much better in some other country.
No, like Germany is a good place. Like if you want to complete your like studies as fast, so you should you have many options. Like if you want to upgrade your skills, here you will get the time. Like you can extend your courses. So here you will get the time to extend your like to upgrade your skills. So which in other countries I don't think that's possible, because like the friends of mine who are in UK and USA, like they have to complete that within that time period.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and to reappear in the exams in UK, like they need to pay like 3,000
Hmm.
pounds. Yeah, as far as I know. So here reappearing for exams is not at all problem. So like you can like you can attempt a exam for you can give 3 attempts to a subjects. So basically it's a good choice. Like I came here because like I'm getting a lot of facilities within less cost compared to other US and UK.
Okay, okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Atul, for being here with us. This was a very long session. I hope everyone had some important informations and doubts cleared by our dearest Atul. And as I am mentioning again and again, this is just a beginning. We will be, if anyone wants to connect with Atul, just let us know and we will arrange one more session with him. I hope, Atul, that it was good experience for you as well. These students, you will be getting their messages in no sooner, because they are also going to be there in Germany, and right now they are looking up to you as a guy mentor, as a guidance, because they will be new to this country. So I hope this entire journey proves to be one of the most beautiful journey for you. I hope that you get most exciting opportunities in the country. And yeah, speaking about the course that you have chosen, you were always a bright student, and I know you will be doing great in your career ahead. And I wish everyone who is here in this session, everyone a very I would really appreciate you for being here, waiting here for this 1 hour's duration of the entire session. And I wish all of you get the dream, like, university that you have put up your application and a visa success rate as well. Don't worry, we have Sandeep sir. He will be guiding you throughout. And yeah, so thank you so much. Anything that you want to conclude with, anything you want to share, maybe your experience with Admissify that might also, like, push up the students a little bit, because everyone is afraid right now. Everyone is in the zone of panic attacks and everything. Like, your experience will also help them a lot to trust the process, I believe.
So, like, as we all know, like the market in India is not very good. Like, of course, people are suffering to get jobs. So, while moving abroad, like Germany is the best option, as far as I know. Like, I have friends in other countries also. So, like here, you will not have that much burden of like budget, as well as here you will enjoy and learn, because here there is a trend, like there is no compulsion for anything. So here you can like upgrade your skills and everything. And yeah, Admissify helped me a lot, like because you cannot like understand everything, the application process and everything very easily. So like Sandeep sir helped me a lot, like he made me understand like what are the criteria which we have to see for the like colleges, to select the colleges. And of course at the visa time, because like I got my visa with like I applied early, but I got my visa after 50 days. So I waited a lot for that. And even some
Yeah,
of
we
my
were waiting, like, exactly, like you were in that zone. He got the visa, ma'am. What will happen now? And then Sandeep sir was like, no, Atul, aa jayega, aa jayega. So yeah, you
yeah.
need a lot of patience in this entire process. The most important key is your patience. If you are patient enough, easily you can make up to the public universities in Germany. This is all about how, like, proactive you are with the things. And yeah, which Atul has mentioned, understanding the importance of the application. Very minute details are there in the application process which needs to be taken care. Yeah, so please continue. I just interrupted in between.
Yeah, so yeah, basically, like if you are ready to like if you want to upgrade your career, if you want to like live your life, yeah, like Germany is a good option.
Amazing, amazing. So thank you so much, Atul. It was lovely connecting with you. I hope we stay connected in the future as well. You will be required to take more such sessions, and I hope you also enjoyed the process. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. With this, I would like to conclude the session. But though, like, just to move ahead with the process and this new step from